Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan about low carb cocktails. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to make a cocktail that is a mix between two other cocktails. It's called Kentucky Mulep. Stay with me as we investigate this funny sounding and different kind of cocktail. Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan about low carb cocktails. Today I wanted to do a drink that is a little bit different. It's something that combines a mule with a mint julep. So I thought that sounded pretty good. So I thought, well, let's try that and see how it turns out. So let's get started with this and understand that if you make this the way that I'm making it, there won't actually be any carbs. I'm using a diet ginger beer. Now I opened another bottle of this and the leftover is what's in this bottle. This particular brand is Cock and Bull. It's great tasting ginger beer and they have a diet version. But there's lots of different ginger beers out there and this is a little more spicy. You may not like the spiciness and you may like to have one of the other kinds. Gosling is the one that's kind of a standard, but it doesn't taste as good as this in my view. So this is what I'm using, and I'm using a bottle that I previously opened, and since I don't have a way to close the top, I poured it into a different bottle. So that's what we're going to use, and let's get started on that. So the Kentucky Mulep. It's supposed to have 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup. Demerara syrup is a dark sugar made from a sugar that's not all cleansed and whitened and bleached. And the closest thing that I have to that is using a brown sugar, but I want to use a sugar substitute. So, sugar substitute that I have for brown sugar, I've got this Sucrin Gold. I've used this in the past to try to make a brown sugar syrup to use for Demerara sugar syrup, but for some reason when I do that, it just hardens inside the container. So I don't know why. This is made with erythritol, or how do you say that? Erythritol. There's another version that I've heard is good, and I haven't opened that yet, but that's a monk fruit version, and it does have some erythritol in it, but it's mostly monk fruit. So that's what I'm going to switch to. Maybe that one will work better if I make a syrup from it. But because I can't make the syrup ahead of time with this, instead, we'll add the water to this, and that's just a 1/4 ounce of water, and we'll add a 1/2 tablespoon, which is a 1/4 ounce, of the brown sugar substitute. Now, obviously, brown sugar is not the same as Demerara sugar, but it's the closest thing we're going to have to that, because I can't get anything else that's going to be no carb. So that's what we're using, and that dissolves well. Unfortunately, when I've done this before, even after heating it up, it ends up, after it cools, and it eventually hardens. So we've got that. That'll have no carbs. Then we will do a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And before I get too far, you're supposed to muddle the 10 leaves of mint. So let's put those in there. I often will put the stem into, because there's some good mint flavor in there. That will stay in the in the shaker anyway. So we'll muddle that. And again, when you're muddling, you are kind of rolling back and forth to bruise the leaves, not pounding on it. That way you get the oils to release and the flavors. And that should have been done just with the sugar, or sugar syrup. But I'd already put the lemon in there, so that's okay. That's not that much different than using the 1792. I explained in a previous video. 1792 also bottles Members Mark. If you're a Sam's Club, you can get this. It tastes basically the same, a little bit less proof. They also bottle the Kirkland small batch bourbon that you can get in Costco. So you can get low-cost versions that are. I've not tried the Kirkland one, but this Member Mark one, I can't really tell the difference. It's a very, very close version to be the same as 1792. But anyway, 1792 is not that expensive, so you can get that from your local liquor store or other. And I don't think you wanted to use a heavy bourbon, but a more light taste bourbon for this, so that you can get that mint flavor. So that's 1.5 ounces of bourbon. And this bottle is just about gone. Okay, then that's everything that goes in there. The ginger beer should actually go on top rather than being shaken. Now it does say to float the, yeah. So normally you would float the ginger beer. So when you feel that getting cold on the outside and you see the frost on the outside, that you know that that's done. And I'm going to use a Mule glass for this, and I've already put a little bit of ice in there, and that will since it's a Bourbon Mule and a Mint Julep crossover drink. I think that it'll look good and taste good in the Mule mug. And with this, it just says in the original recipe, just ginger beer. It doesn't tell you how much. Normally I would do 4, maybe 6 ounces. We're going to just do about 4, so that it's measured. We'll do it that way. And it also says floating it, but I don't know that I need to float it. Well, there's still enough there for another drink, I think. So that's it. That is the Kentucky Mulep. Garnish with some mint, because the mint's always good. That's real, real good. So, of course, the added mint, a Kentucky Mule tastes pretty good as it is, but that added mint gives it a little bit of a pick-me-up. A mint julep's really good. Kentucky Mule is really good, but together they're excellent. And again, using the diet no carb ginger beer, verify that this one is, because they weren't all no carb, but this one is no carb. You get no carbs in this drink. So I do hope that you'll try this. I hope you'll enjoy it and let me know what you think. And please like and subscribe and comment and share and do all that stuff, especially the commenting part, because I like to get some comments so that I know people like these videos. Do they find them interesting? Do they get any utility out of them? Does it help them to know how to make a cocktail in general? Does it help them to know how to make a cocktail that if they're diabetic or need to have lower carbs for some reason, but then they can enjoy cocktails with other people. I'm doing this because I'm diabetic and I need lower carbs, so that's how I am able to enjoy drinks. But I just put these out there hoping to help other people to be able to enjoy a fun time with their friends and not be destroying their diet. So let me know if it helps, or if it doesn't, or if you'd like to see things different. I'll try to address any comments that I'm able to address, but definitely let me know. And definitely come back again next week and bring your friends and have a great time. Thank you. Bye for now.